Do you hesitate to move because it might hurt your body? And you're not alone. Many people feel stuck, wanting to move freely again, but held back by pain or fear of doing something wrong and hurting their body. And today, we will explore a gentle way to reconnect with your body and start feeling safe again. Pain isn't just about the damage. It is often your brain perceiving danger. So let's shift that together right now. Your nervous system controls how you move and how you feel in your body. When it perceives danger, it can create the pain to protect you. This doesn't mean that your pain isn't real. It absolutely is. But by gently showing your nervous system and your body that the movement is safe, and you can start to experience a relief. And so that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to practice the movement. And go ahead and grab a chair, and then we'll get right into it. So I'm going to guide you through simple movement practice and really practicing the turning, rotation. Well, I'm going to use the word twisting, okay? And many people are afraid of twisting their back, twisting their spine. Really fear that maybe you have been told that you should not ever twist your spine because that might really damage your spine. But we can do better than that. We can change that perception and by retraining how you move so that actually turning your body isn't really dangerous. It is actually fine and you can do it in a much more comfortable and safer way. That's what we're going to explore. Sit on a chair and come to the front of the chair and have your feet on the ground. Have your knees and your feet about the shoulder width apart, like so. So how do you bring the safety into your body when your thought of twisting your back is already dangerous? You don't have to do the same way. And first, key thing is you explore the movements very slowly and gently and through the small range. You do not have to push through pain or discomfort in order to actually improve. But that only reinforces the pain patterns in your nervous system. You want to avoid doing that. So keep that in mind, very gentle movements, right? So you can just watch and listen to my guidance. Thinking about turning, okay, that you fear that is doing something bad to your spine. So make the movement so small and so gentle so there is really no danger, no threat to your back. Even just tiny movements like this, you don't have to stretch. It's not a stretching, okay? It is a retraining your brain and through retraining your movements. So I'm going to do the small turning of my body, right? I'm turning my body to the right side here. So this is a twisting, you might think. But think that your back is not the only place that has to make the movements. Your low back here, right, is connected to your chest and your shoulders, right? So you can take your hands here and here. So this is your low back area and this is your upper mid back area, your chest. So when you begin to turn to the right side and thinking that your low back is a part of other parts of the body, your chest, so that you can actually move these together. So you can guide your chest, your upper torso to move and turn and allowing your low back end to turn. Very simple. But notice how slow and how small that I'm moving. You don't have to move even this far. You may be moving only this far. Maybe habitually, and you are so used to doing big movements and really fast movements, what it does to your nervous system. It adds the threat and danger, fear, right? When the nervous system perceives a danger, what does it do? Well, you feel a pain, right? because the nervous system perceives the danger and then it wants to protect you. One of the ways to do that is to produce a pain so that you will stop doing something, right? The brain doesn't like that. Your nervous system wants you to stop doing what you're doing because it perceives danger. So don't threaten your nervous system by moving fast or by moving too far. Keep the movement fairly small. Here, integrating more, meaning that you are actually adding more support to your low back. If you're making all the movements from your low back, then that's a lot. You're asking a lot for the low back to do. Then you may not like that. Your brain may not like that. But if you bring in your chest is now supporting your low back, helping it turn. Well, that's easier. Now less threat, less danger to the nervous system. So that's a good thing. What else can we integrate? We can integrate the pelvis and the hips, right? So as you begin to turn to the right, or you may be practicing going to the other side, that's fine. Notice your pelvis. Notice your pelvis, right? Maybe in the beginning, your pelvis, your brain didn't really recognize the connection between your pelvis, hips, and your low back. So you're making a movement from your low back, and then your pelvis is not really supporting your low back. But you can change that. Now that you know, the pelvis can help your low back, and then allowing the pelvis to turn. How does that change the movement quality, and how does that change your breathing? And notice the changes in your comfort. Just overall comfort in your body as you are bringing more parts, integrating more parts, turning. Even the movement is small, but you can feel a lot safer. Then breathing becomes easier, and you start to feel more comfort as your nervous system let go of the protective patterns, right? Tensing, because it fears, right? It perceives the danger, then it's trying to stop you by contracting the muscles. But you can remove the fear by adding more support to yourself, by integrating more. Now, my pelvis and the hips and my entire torso is helping my low back so that the turning actually is quite safe, right? So that's how you show your nervous system and your body that the movement is actually safe. It is completely fine to move and twist, right? So the image of the twist is now changing. It is not. You're not breaking your spine by doing that, even though maybe that's what the image is in your nervous system. Like twisting, oh, that's really bad. I should not do that. That is not true, right? So first of all, your spine is capable of twisting. It's really designed to twist, and that's fine. But you can't push through that because the nervous system already has fear around that movement. So you have to change that. Retraining the movement patterns so that the brain can start to change. You can start to change your relationship with your movement and with the pain, with this particular movement, turning, in this case, twisting, right? Then you can go the same way, you can go the other way. Doesn't matter. So every time you think about turning and twisting your body, and then every time you fear that you might do something wrong and that might hurt your back, remember, do less, move gently and small, and integrating more parts so that you can actually do these movements fine. You feel quite fine, right? Remind yourself, show your nervous system, this is fine, this is safe, I am safe, right? I'm not suggesting no pain, no gain. It's quite the opposite. Less is better, right? Less is more. When you think this is going to be painful, well, remind yourself, this is fine. But you have to invite yourself to explore movements more gently in a non-judgmental way. So now, after you practice the turning and twisting and by moving and by bringing more parts of yourself, and notice how you feel in your body. Do you feel safer? Do you feel more grounded? Do you feel more connected? How's your breathing quality? Is your breathing a little bit more relaxed and deeper? So this is a good practice, and as you go through your daily activities that involve the twisting, for example, show your body, show your nervous system that movement is fine. Twisting is completely fine. So do it in a gentle way and do it in a more integrated way so that feels quite safe and quite comfortable. And please remember, pain is often your brain's way of protecting you. And when you move in ways that feel safe, and you change how your brain perceives movement. If this practice resonates with you, imagine what's possible when you explore this approach more deeply. I dive into these ideas in my free masterclass. And it's a great next step if you are curious about breaking the pain cycle and moving with ease again. If you found this video helpful, and please like the video and subscribe. And let me know in the comments and how this felt for you. I would love to hear from you and your experience. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye now.